This video is going to be part 11, but it may be actually the first step that you do when you get your course. There, when you have a course in a specific term, so in this case in summer 2023, there may have been content that was already copied to that course. There may not be content that has been copied to that course. And in the case where you do have under the AU, Alliance University, source courses or converted courses term, you may have a course there that is showing that it has content. So in this case, in my sandbox, I have content. You may have requested a course shell to build a course because you were building a new online course and now the term is there and you're ready to move that completed content over to the live term so that students can interact with that content and have the content available to them. And to do that, what needs to happen is the content needs to be copied from one location to another. So to do that, go to the course that needs the content. So the empty course, the course that has nothing in it, or maybe you're only going to copy a few pieces of information. And so you are just going to copy a set of assignments or a set of discussions, or you're just going to copy the student resources because that is needed for the course. To do that, what you'll do is go to Tools and your course admin, where all of those tools are available to do all sorts of things for your course. And there is a tool called Import, Export, Copy Components. So everything you need to do related to importing content, exporting content, or copying content is all within this one page. So the first option is to copy components from another org unit. So an org unit is another name for a course. Everything's kind of called an org unit. So here we're going to search for an offering and it'll give you a little bit of a search box. You can type in your course code if you have that available to you under the master courses. And in this account that I'm using, I don't have access to that. I do have access to my sandbox, so maybe I had put it in my sandbox. I'm not really sure where it is. I don't know what the course offering is. So I'm going to leave the search bar blank and I'm just going to hit search. And that will bring up everything that I have access to copy from. So other courses that I am enrolled as an instructor, it'll tell me what semester that content is in. It'll tell me what department that falls under. So if there is a specific department that I know that it's supposed to be in, it can be under the department. It may be under a name. I have access to copy from the sandbox and my sandbox. So if I created the content in one of those sandboxes, I can pull it from there. I may be in the same term. I may want to copy from one section to another section. So here's my summer term. Here's one of my science classes, and here's one of my courses. So obviously I'm in Soc 147, that doesn't match up. But if this is the NC section and this was the NA section, and I had done everything in the NA section, but the NC section was added on, and I want to copy everything from one section to another, I can just select that course offering, hit add selected, and then it'll tell me I am now copying the content from this course into this course. So that's how you can know what content you're copying. And if it's not right, you can just hit that X, it'll clear it. No harm done. You haven't done anything yet. Your other option is to use the import components. And when you're selecting your package as the default, you can upload a zip file. These would be things like the zip files that you can download from the Brightspace implementation training document that have the 14-week template, the 5-week template, or just the student resources and welcome. Depending on what your needs are for your course, you may want to just download one of those, upload it into the course so that you have a starting point. From there, you can just hit start. It'll ask you to select the file. You'll select the file and upload it, and it'll go through that process. Right now, I'm just going to walk through adding content from my sandbox. To add from your sandbox or from any course, again, just select the course that you want to copy content from, so it'll confirm that that's where you want to copy content from. If everything in that master course or in that sandbox or in wherever you're copying it from, you want everything, then hit copy all components. If you only want a certain piece of information or a certain assignment or a specific discussion or a specific content item, you can hit select components, and then that will give you the opportunity to select if you want content. Do you want to select individual items? Do you want to copy the associated files? Do you want your display settings, your course files, your discussions, your assignments, grades, grade settings, announcements, quizzes, course appearance, surveys, release conditions, those release conditions again? You can select just what you want. So if I only want my content, I only want those content. I don't want the assignments. I don't want anything else. I just want one specific piece of content. And all I want is the student resources. I don't want any of the integration stuff. I don't want anything in the weeks. I don't want the welcome. I just want these student resource items to be copied over into the course. So I'm going to hit continue. I don't need to offset dates, but if I did want to offset dates because I wanted to move it to a couple hours, a couple days, or a range, I could do that. But it's going to confirm what I want to copy, that I'm copying 7 content items. And then when I hit finish, it'll say copy and process, but I can also click view content. And now that content that I wanted from that other course is now here in this course, and only that content that I selected to copy. So you can copy all of the content from one course to another, or you can copy just a set specific content that is available. This is true for any of your courses. If the course is empty, has no content, most likely the content has not been copied. If you don't have access to the master content or the converted content, send an email to either your dean to release that content for you, or you can send an email to mycoursehelp@allianceu.edu, and I'll find out if there needs to be access granted or if there's certain permissions, if it's an intellectual property issue or something. But in essence, if you have access to content, if it's listed as one of your courses, you most likely have some sort of access to copy that content.